everybody, I'm Jonah Manui, a book hater who fell for books. So many years ago, if anybody would have told me I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel talking about non-fiction books, I wouldn't have believed it. Like a lot of people, I think you should be wondering why I decided to start a YouTube channel about books. Now, it's a long story, but I'm just trying to make it as short as possible. A few years ago, I had a personal encounter with someone who was suffering from a terminal disease, and that was, I can say, the most difficult period in my life as an adult. It tested me in ways I've never been tested before. It tested my patience, it tested my resilience, it tested my faith. I was tired of every single thing. Social media didn't work. Friends were tired of hearing me rant, and I wanted a solace. I wanted something else that could help me. I needed something that would take me away from how I was feeling at that moment. And I can remember the very first book I picked up during that time. I went to the church library and there were tons of books, but the very first book that struck my attention was a book called Where is God When It Hurts? Now, if you are hurting and you see a book titled Where is God When It Hurts, that would definitely resonate with you. And that book resonated with me because I felt hurt, I felt crushed, and that book was like I wasn't alone. Now, if the author felt like God wasn't there when they were hurting, and I had the same feeling, that this was definitely a book that I should read. I knew there was a lesson there for me, and I'm glad I did read that book. It helped me in so many ways. And that's really where my love for books began. That's where my love for books generated. A few months later, after that experience, we drove right into the coronavirus, and this was another experience like no other. I decided to go down into my dad's library and pick up whatever book I found and read. And oh boy, when I first picked up a book from his library, I was like, why will anybody want to read this? Why would anybody want to read this kind of book? You know, and after a while, after taking a few pages, I was like, oh, this can be interesting. I got to read different kinds of books about relationships, books about history, geography, biology, building and construction. I just went through a few books and it was very enlightening and entertaining. I was like, what if I started a YouTube channel talking about the boring books I read? Now, boring in the sense that a lot of people won't want to read such books, but they were very educative. Reading a book is like diving into the mind of an author. So if you read 5 books from 5 different authors, you've basically gotten into their minds. This is fun, and I would like to share it with whoever would want to join me on this journey. What are the 3 reasons why you should keep watching this video and other videos I'm going to release? The first reason is because I'm going to be telling you my opinion about the books and also bringing out the lessons I learned from the books. It's going to be educative, it's going to be entertaining, and I'm going to make it as engaging as I possibly can. You can put your thoughts in the comment section, and we can also talk about the books on social media. If you're on Twitter, you're welcome. Instagram, we can share pictures about the books and quotes from the books. I love quotes. I'm a personal lover of quotes. Whenever I read a book, I like to gather up quotes and share it on my Instagram. So yes, I'm going to try to make it as engaging as it possibly can be and get you involved as well. So if you want to join me on this beautiful journey of talking about the boring books I read, I definitely will love to hear from you in the comment section. I'm going to be posting 1 video per week every Monday, and the reason is that most of the books I read, I believe, are very educative, and it'll be fun to start your week with a good lesson, wouldn't it? So please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification. It will be a pleasure to not only share my video content with you, but also have you engaged on every other social media platform. You can share tweets, you can share on Instagram, and just tag me and we'll have a discussion about the books I read.